Welcome. We have Keith LOESER, candidate for the City of Victor Harbor Council, here to answer a few questions. Keith, what expertise would you bring to Council from your business and community life?
I have had a long-standing association with the Residents and Ratepayers Association in Victor Harbor, and a further 9 years as an elected member. I feel that I'm well qualified to hold my hand up again for election, given the experience I have.
As a candidate, good governance of council, what does it mean to you?
The definitions of governance as put forth by the Local Government Association are sound principles, ethical behaviour, robust debate, democratic accountability, openness and transparency, clearly defined roles and responsibilities, and most importantly, a responsive framework for community participation.
There has been many instances over the last 4 years of council not being a cohesive team. How would you make it any different?
I would be an advocate for respect to staff and colleagues alike, along with due diligence, meaning the homework that one has to do in order to come to grips with everything, and hopefully then integrity will come along behind.
Major issues for the council has been the cost of the businesses, such as the whale centre, the horse tram, the FRAC, the Tourist Information Office and the Waste Management Authority. How would you improve the efficiency in that area?
Well, the scene at the moment is terrible with such cost overruns. I think the simple answer really is to stop providing the service as such and run it as a business. I would be looking to try and achieve a 50-50 break that, we cover costs. I don't think the turnover is enough to create profit, but we need to follow through and cover costs.
Rates are a major issue of this council. What do you believe is appropriate for them?
Yes, a lot. Rates have doubled over the last 6 or 8 years, which is terrible. I believe probably 50 to 60% of people are now starting to struggle to meet their rate. I don't think anybody wants roads covered with gold, but I think at the same time, council has to start adopting a mean and lean attitude and make sure the money is spent only where it has to be.
Council has many committees. Are you prepared to serve on them as a part of your obligation?
Absolutely. I believe it's the duty of all elected members to attend to those committee meetings.
Do you believe in holding council community forums? And if so, how?
Absolutely, I believe in that, and that is in my profile statement. Quarterly community forums. And at the same time, I really feel that if council is going to make a success of things, it has to combine more with the community and take the community along with it.
The state government has many regulations that it is putting onto council. How do you feel about them?
Yes, I certainly do. That's been a problem for quite some time, and the facts generally are that state government will push things onto councils without fully funding, and that's really the problem, because in my opinion it's a matter of double dipping into council rates to try and finish the job, as it were. State responsibility is state responsibility, and it should stay that way. And if they want something to be taken on board by a council, they should be prepared to fully fund it without question.
Rate capping. What do you believe about rate capping?
Well, we've just seen almost a doubling of the rates over the last 6 to 8 years. I feel that rate capping has to be, otherwise it's just going to run away with costs as far as the residents are concerned. It's not good enough there. I believe at the moment the upper house is not in line with rate capping. This is not good enough. They've got to consider the people more, and I would think more along the lines of one increase per council term. And I don't mean 10 or 15%, I mean 3 or 4%.
Building development. Council has one voice on the panel for rate capping. What do you believe in that area?
Well, that's a really tough question, given the overall situation whereby they've now gone into regional bodies, regional planning bodies, and at this point I'm stumped to sort of offer a foolproof answer, because the state government has control and the state government has said this is the way it's going to be. I guess there'll be more changes in the future, but again, if council and community combine and we get a push against that sort of thing, who knows what will happen.
Keith, can you give us a 20-second summary of why viewers should vote for you?
If any council is going to move forward from what they currently have, I believe in the respect, the due diligence and the integrity being the forerunners to betterment. Staff, on the other hand, will make a recommendation to council, and that's all it is, it's just a recommendation. It's up to the councillors, those that are elected to the position, to do the due diligence, and hopefully via that due diligence they can fine-tune that recommendation that's put forth by council.
Thank you, Keith, and I wish you well in the forthcoming election. Authorised by Keith LOESER, 42 Finniss Road, Victor Harbour, South Australia. Spoken by Terry Andrews and Keith LOESER.
South Coast Television, your community, your voice.